You know that feeling? You look around your house, maybe the garage, the attic, and just think, wow, I have so much stuff.
Uh-huh. Stuff you haven't touched in ages.
Exactly. And then the light bulb goes off. Rummage sale.
Mm.
Or, garage, a yard sale, tag sale,
Yeah.
whatever you call it where you are.
Yeah, turning that clutter into cash. It's a pretty universal idea, isn't it?
Totally. But that initial energy, it can kind of stall when you get to the pricing part.
Oh, definitely. It feels like
Yeah.
guesswork a lot of the time. People just sort of slap a price on and hope someone bites.
Right. But we're not doing that today. This is a deep dive. We're getting into the art and science of pricing for a rummage sale that actually,
Yeah,
works.
right. It's more than
Wow.
just stickers. Good pricing.
Yeah.
That's what drives a successful sale. Too high, nothing moves.
And too low, you're leaving money on the table, wondering if you could have done better.
Precisely.
So guiding us through this is Dave Rebro. He's
Yeah.
the founder of RummageWisconsin.com.
And RummageWisconsin.com, well, it's been around since 2001. Think about that. Over 2 decades.
Wow, yeah.
He's basically been watching Wisconsin rummage sales, seeing what sells, what doesn't for ages. It's this huge online community for bargain hunters there.
And he poured all that experience into the ultimate rummage sale pricing guide. So if you're listening, what you're going to get today are real practical strategies.
Yep. You'll understand a bit more about why buyers pay what they pay and get, actual tips to boost your profits and just have a better sale overall.
Which kind of begs the question, what is a successful sale for you? Is it just clearing out the space?
Or is it hitting a specific dollar amount? It could be different for everyone.
Exactly. And that's our mission today. We want to equip you with the knowledge to price your things based on your goal, whether that's decluttering fast, making top dollar, or, a bit of both.
So step 1, before you even think about prices, Dave Rebro says you absolutely have to define your goal. What do you really want to achieve?
He kind of breaks it down into 3 main reasons people have these sales.
Mm-hmm.
First, just decluttering. Like fast, get it gone, price it low, move it out.
Makes sense. Then there's the opposite. Make as much money as you possibly can.
Right. That means pricing more strategically, maybe being ready to negotiate a bit.
And the third, which I think is pretty common, is doing a little bit of both. You want to clear space, but you also want a decent return.
And how you price. It flows directly from that goal. If speed is the name of the game.
You're going to price lower, obviously. Encourage those quick sales. Get things moving.
If it's out with the old, top dollar isn't the main focus. Volume is.
But if making money is the driver, well, you'll probably research a bit more, price a little higher maybe.
Be prepared for some back and forth on price.
And if you're in that middle ground, that bit of both camp,
Maybe start with fair prices, then be ready to offer deals later in the day so you're not stuck with everything.
there's a great comment from Deb V on Rummage, Wisconsin. She said she really appreciates sellers who are just upfront, like, hey, I just want this stuff gone.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she said it makes her more likely to buy something. That honesty builds trust,
It really does cut through the noise. Dave even suggests maybe putting up a sign like making room, make an offer, or everything must go, sets the expectation.
Exactly. So, okay, you've got your goal. Now, the next big piece is understanding, buyer psychology, what's going on in their head.
Yeah, beyond just the dollar amount, what makes someone look at your old lamp and say, yep, worth it?
Okay, first thing, and it sounds small, is rounded pricing. People prefer like $3 instead of $2.75.
Yeah, easier math.
Totally. Makes calculating easier, making changes simpler, less fiddly. Nobody wants to hunt for nickels at a yard sale.
True. Then there's perceived value. This one's huge.
Mm-hmm. How your stuff looks seriously impacts what people think it's worth. Clean, organized items just feel better quality.
Yeah, think about a shirt. If it's hanging neatly on a rack versus crumpled in a box.
Big difference. That little bit of effort in presentation signals, hey, this was taken care of. Maybe it justifies a slightly higher price.
Okay, what about the anchoring effect? That sounds kind of psychological.
It is. It's a clever tactic. Basically, you put a higher-priced item next to a similar but cheaper one.
Ah, to make the cheaper one look like a steal.
Exactly. Dave uses the example of, say, a fancy, maybe slightly dusty vase for $20 next to a simple ceramic one for $8.
Suddenly that $8 one seems like a really good deal.
Right. The $20 acts as an anchor, influencing how you see the $8 price. It makes it look more reasonable in comparison.
Okay, now here's one where I think a lot of us mess up. Emotional pricing.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that teddy bear you had since you were 5, or grandma's china.
It holds so much value to you.
But to a buyer, It's just a used teddy bear or some old dishes. They don't have that emotional connection.
Right. And Dave shared a comment from Ryan L. on the site who gets kind of annoyed when sellers justify high prices by saying, well, it sells for this much online.
Mm-hmm. Ryan's point is, well, if it's worth that much online, maybe sell it online. People at rummage sales are generally looking for a bargain.
That's a good reality check. They're not usually there to pay near retail based on your sentimental value or an eBay listing.
So, keeping all that psychology in mind, let's talk actual pricing strategies. Where do you start? Dave suggests the 25% rule.
Okay, the 25% rule, what's the gist?
The basic guideline is, for most typical used items, aim to price them around 25% of what they cost brand new.
Okay, but it's not rigid, right? Like, condition matters.
Absolutely. It's a starting point. If something is like new, maybe still has tags, you could probably push that to 30%, maybe even 40% of the original price.
Especially if it's a good brand or something people are looking for right now.
Right. And if it's just gently used, good condition, that 20-25% range is probably about right.
And for stuff that's, well-loved, still works, but definitely used.
Then you're looking more in the 10-15% ballpark.
Yeah.
You got to be honest about the wear and tear.
Buyers can see it. They know.
And Dave has this case study, Lisa. She was selling baby gear. She priced things right, around that 25% mark, bundled stuff smartly.
Yeah.
Sold 90% of her stuff on day one.
Wow, 90%. That shows pricing right works.
It really does. Now let's talk saving time, because pricing every single little thing can be tedious.
Oh my gosh, yes. Especially if you have a lot of clothes or books.
Right. So Dave recommends category pricing.
Okay, how does that work?
Instead of pricing every t-shirt, you just make a sign, all adult shirts, $3 each. Or all paperback books, $1. Kitchen gadgets, $5.
Ah, I see. Group similar things, one price for the whole category.
Exactly. Saves you tons of time tagging, and it makes it super clear for shoppers. Cindy H. from Rummage, Wisconsin mentioned how much buyers appreciate clear signs like that. No need to keep asking how much.
Yeah, that gets old fast for everyone. What about other time savers, like for small stuff?
Grab bags and bundles.
Yeah.
Brilliant for moving little things.
Like
put 5 little kids' toys in a bag, sell the whole bag for $3,
No.
or fill a bag with jewelry for $5.
Instead of pricing each tiny earring, yeah.
Or bundle-related things. Coffee maker plus a couple of the mugs, maybe some coffee beans. Sell it as a set for $10.
That makes sense. Someone might want the whole setup.
And Jessica's story backs this up. She did a $10 fill-a-bag deal in the last 2 hours of her sale.
It worked.
She sold 80% of what was left, made an extra $200 just from those leftover odds and ends. It's a great way to clear things out at the end.
Okay, so we know what to do. What about common mistakes? What should you avoid?
Number 1, probably no price tags at all.
Ugh, yeah. Makes buyers have to hunt you down. It's annoying.
Very. Another big one is overpricing. Really common everyday items. People expect bargains on, basic glassware or Tupperware.
If it's close to Target prices, they'll just buy it new.
Exactly. And we keep coming back to it, but sentimental overpricing. Your memories don't add dollar value at a rummage sale. Be realistic.
Okay, what else?
That awkward make me an offer situation.
Well,
where the seller then gets ascended by the offer.
oh yeah, Judy R. shared a story about that. It's just weird.
Yeah.
If you say make an offer, you got to be prepared for, offer.
Right. And a great pro tip for during the sale. If something's still sitting there by noon,
It's probably priced too high.
mark it down. Don't be afraid to slash prices later in the day. The goal is to sell it, not pack it back up.
Good point. Okay, what about multifamily sales? Those seem like they could be complicated.
They can be great for drawing crowds, but yeah, logistics can be tricky.
Like keeping track of whose stuff is whose and who gets paid what.
Exactly. Checkout can be a bottleneck if everyone has their own cash box or system. Lori W. mentioned hating those long lines while sellers slowly peel stickers and write things down.
I can see that. Plus, potential arguments about the money later. Yikes.
But technology can help here. Dave points to smart stickers and the Sticker Price app.
Smart stickers. Sticker price. Tell me more.
Okay, so each family or seller gets their own unique symbol on these special stickers. They tag their items. Then when something sells, whoever's working the checkout just scans the sticker with the Sticker Price app on their phone.
And the app does what?
It automatically tracks which seller sold which item and for how much. Takes away all that manual tallying and potential for mistakes.
Oh, that sounds way better.
Yeah. Hillary B., who used the app, said it made their multifamily sale super organized, zero stress. And one case study showed a 3-family sale sold 95% of their stuff with zero payout arguments using it.
95% sell-through and no fights. That's impressive.
Huge benefit. So Dave's tip is, if you're doing a multifamily sale and using a system like this, advertise it. Organized and easy to shop multifamily sale. That's a draw.
Definitely. Okay, shifting slightly. How important is just the general organization of the sales space?
Really important. It feeds back into that perceived value thing we talked about.
Right. A neat, tidy sale feels better quality.
Exactly. It suggests you cared for your items. People might be willing to pay a little more. Plus, a logical layout makes it easier to shop.
People can find the section they're interested in.
Mm-hmm. And they're more likely to stumble upon impulse buys if things are easy to see. Johanna R. said it perfectly.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to dig through messy piles. Clear sections, men's, kids, kitchen help a lot.
Good point. Any specific layout tips?
Yeah, Dave suggests putting unique or higher value items near your checkout area. Grab attention there.
Makes sense. Final chance to buy.
And if you sell clothes regularly, invest in a cheap clothing rack. Hanging clothes look way better and sell faster than folded piles.
Okay, good tips. So we've got the basics, the psychology, the organization. What about some advanced tactics?
Yeah, let's get into boosting those sales. Bundle deals are great.
We touched on bundles, like the coffee set. What else?
Think promotions? Buy 3 books, get 1 free. Or for clothes, maybe buy 4 items, get the 5th cheapest free. The fill-a-bag deal fits here too.
Encourages buying more.
Definitely. And volume discounts. This works well for things you have a lot of.
Like
kids' clothes, $2 each, or 3 for $5, or paperback books, $1 each, or 6 for $5. Home decor, $3 each, or 2 for $5.
It gives people an incentive to grab multiples. Amy B commented she's way more likely to buy more if there's a deal like that.
It feels like better value. And then, critical for the end of the day, blowouts.
Time to get serious about clearing stuff out.
Absolutely. Start marking things down progressively. Maybe 25% off everything after 1 p.m., then 50% off in the final hour.
Or even just name your price for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah. Get something for it rather than nothing. And mentioning unsold items go to charity can sometimes trump last-minute buys, too.
Okay, bring it all home. What are the final, must-do expert tips from Dave?
Number 1, research before you sell. Seriously.
Check online.
Yep. Quick search on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, see what similar used items are actually selling for. Even glance at other local sales if you can.
Avoid accidentally selling something valuable for pennies.
Right. Tom R. shared he almost sold a vintage gaming console for $10. That turned out to be worth $50 after a quick online check. Pays to look.
Good catch. What else?
Self-check your prices. Ask yourself 3 things for key items.
Okay.
1, honestly, would I pay this price for this? 2, does the price reflect demand, quality, the brand? And 3, if I bought this, would I feel good about the price?
That's a great reality check. Puts you in the buyer's shoes.
Then, streamline the whole transaction process.
Make it easy to pay.
Yes. Clear pricing, maybe color-coded stickers for price points, signs for categories, have a calculator or phone ready, plenty of small bills and change, and maybe a rain plan if you're outside.
Yeah. Always good to have a backup. And finally,
Enhance the shopping experience. Sounds fancy, but it's simple stuff. Make the checkout obvious. Maybe play some quiet, upbeat music. Offer free water bottles on a hot day. Little things.
creates a nice vibe.
Exactly. And be friendly. Ben T. said the best sales often have sellers who actually seem to enjoy interacting. It makes a difference.
It really does. So wrapping this all up, the big takeaway feels like it's about understanding people, right? And using smart, practical pricing.
That's the core of it. Understand buyer psychology, use these tips, and you're setting yourself up for a much better sale.
So the challenge for you listening is look at your stuff, figure out your goal, and price with intention. Use these ideas.
And you might be surprised. That thing you almost didn't put out might be the first thing to sell just because you hit that pricing sweet spot that makes someone think, yeah, I got to have that.
Happy selling. And hey, if you want way more detail, Dave Rebro's Ultimate Rummage Sale Pricing Guide is available as a download.
Yep, just go to RummageWisconsin.com. That's RUMMAGE, Wisconsin.com.
And the specific link for the guide is RummageWisconsin.com/Rummage Sale Pricing Guide. It's really packed with even more proven strategies, lots of real-life case studies like the ones we mentioned, smart discounting hacks, detailed organization tips, and even more info on useful tech tools like that sticker price app.
Nice.
And while you're there, you can also connect with a huge community. I think it's over 10,000 bargain hunters and sellers on the RummageWisconsin.com Facebook page. That's just facebook.com/RummageWI. Great place to ask questions and share tips.
Cool.
And yeah, if you are planning a multifamily sale, definitely check out that Sticker Price app. It's available in all the major app stores, and you can find it online too at stickerpriceapp.com. That's stickerpriceapp.com.
Perfect. So really, whether you're a first-time seller, just testing the waters, or maybe you're a seasoned pro who does this every year,
Uh-huh.
whether you call it a garage sale, yard sale, tag sale, maybe even an estate sale, this guide and these resources sound fantastic for individuals, families, even maybe fundraising groups looking to turn their unwanted clutter into some very welcome cash. So, get your rummage on and happy selling.